The luck bell curve graph provides a visual representation of the active player's results with three types of hold'em drawing hands: straights, sets, and flushes. The colored dots on the graph represent the active player's results. The blue dot represents the frequency that the active player has turned or rivered flushes when the player had a flush draw on the prior street. The green dot displays the frequency that the active player has turned or rivered straights when they had a straight draw on a prior street. The red dot displays the frequency that the active player held a pocket pair and then flopped a set. The very top of the curve represents the frequency that a draw should be completed from a mathematical perspective. This is the expectation for the frequency of completing the draw. In this example, the active player's draws to a set are equal to the mathematical expectation, while he is hitting more straights and flush draws than he is mathematically expected to complete. This means the active player is running hot at hitting straight and flush draws. A bell curve is designed to visually express standard deviations from the norm. The norm is the expectation of completing the draw. Each band of color in the graph represents one standard deviation away from the expected value. Standard deviation is a mathematical tool used to measure how concentrated data is. Since the underlying cards are random, we can say that 68.2% of players should fall between unlucky and lucky. 13.6% of all players should be between lucky and very lucky. And 13.6% of all players will fall between unlucky and very unlucky in this graph. The remaining 4.4% of players will be split evenly on the edges of the graph. Only about one player in 1,000 will have a dot on the very edge. Pokertracker 4 includes a luck bell curve graph because it is difficult to subjectively remember how frequently your draws have come in. With this graph, you can now see quickly whether you have been making your big hands more or less than expected, and whether it's by a large or small amount. You may use the luck bell curve graph in conjunction with Pokertracker 4's filters to view specific scenarios, game textures, or types. The luck bell curve graph can help provide assurance when you are legitimately missing your big hands, or to help remind yourself to focus on improving your game while you're running well. It is a truer measurement of luck than other commonly used tools such as all-in equity, net adjusted winnings, or in prior versions of Pokertracker, all-in EV. All-in EV has been replaced in Pokertracker 4 by all-in equity because we find this to be a more accurate name for this stat.